Hi, my name is Ryan Metz, and along with my partners Kareem Kalala and Christopher Tong, we work for VTEPS Incorporated. VTEPS tasked us with the job of creating a product primarily for college students that will help them in their everyday life. So, among this task, we came up with the Chill Pack, which is a portable refrigeration device designed to carry beverages. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the product planning and development stages that we've been in recently. Initially, we're talking about the project planning, in which we came up with the overall design and concept for the Chill Pack. Then we're going to talk about today the customer profile, in which we learned more about each college student and how to make the product more marketable towards them. Then we're going to talk about the customer needs. The customer needs for our profile pertain specifically to college students because they are our primary market. Learning more about college students helps us to understand the wants and the needs and what specifications make the product more marketable towards them. Lastly, we're going to talk about the economics behind the Chill Pack and what makes the market that we are entering into a profitable market for us. So the team was given a task by VTEPS to create a product by December 5th. The product had several constraints in which it must appeal to college students, it must use an Arduino, as well as a motor. The team, using these constraints, looked primarily at kitchen appliances for college students because we felt that it was a large market that would sell quickly. Among this market of kitchen appliances, we focused initially onto a refrigeration device. Upon researching the market, we found that although there were mini fridges and several other types of refrigeration devices, none of them were portable. Upon thinking back to our own lives, we realized that we enjoy tailgating and sporting events and even going out and enjoying parties. Among these, all of these have a common denominator of beverages and food. So we decided to create the Chill Pack, which allows us to chill beverages on the go. In order to complete this task by December 5th, we had to create a Gantt chart. A Gantt chart helps us to organize all of our individual tasks into a ordered list that helps to keep us on track. The red boxes therefore show the most critical paths in which we must stay as close to on-time constraint as possible to finish by December 5th. The blue boxes show a less time-dependent task, but still the order in which it must be completed. The arrows, as you can see here, follow down towards the end, which show us what task must be completed in order for us to finish on time and for it to be the best product that it can be. Next, the team identified college students as our primary market. And therefore, as they are our primary market, we had to learn more about them. So we created a customer profile in which we look at their hobbies, their interests, and what they do in their everyday lives that would make this product useful to them. Tony Kreslin is an actual VT student here, and we looked at some of his interests such as sporting events and hiking, and as well as what his major is in engineering. By learning more about Tony and his peers, we were able to better create a product suited for him. To make a product better suited for him, we had to learn about what is a need and what is a want for a college student. We conducted a survey among college students in which they told us what specifications they felt were most important. As you can see in this chart, we came up with several features and they took those features and had their opinions on them. For example, I want to be able to carry it for an extended period of time. This told us that we need to create a product that minimizes weight and is comfortable enough and has a solid enough design that it can be used for an extended period of time. But the two of the most important factors we found were cost and variable temperature. The cost was important to us because we need to minimize cost. For a college student that is paying for college, paying for food, is out on their own for the first time, they may not have an excess of money to spend on a product such as this. And secondly, the main factor that we found was variable temperature. You know, students might like different temperatures for their drinks depending on whether they have, what types of drinks they have, and if they might have food, which allows it to be best suited for their needs. Lastly, we used a QFD chart, quality function deployment chart, to quantitatively identify which features are most important. As you can see, we use customer needs on the left side and specifications on the top. Using those surveys that we conducted, we were able to quantify a technical importance. The technical importance that's quantified is used for our team as a numerical value, which helps us to place a higher priority on certain specifications. By placing a higher priority on these certain specifications, we were able to focus in on designing a product that is best suited for the students that took the survey and the general population to make it more marketable. In terms of marketability, we had to research and know the market that we were entering into. We used competitive benchmarking to understand competitive products within the market already. We focused in on primarily one of a mini fridge that is stationary. While we initially identified that a stationary mini fridge has certain features that are similar to ours, we felt that by adding a backpack and straps, it made the product more marketable overall. Also within the product, by researching the market, we learned the overall price of competing products, which helps us to gauge what price we need to set our product at and keep our planning below. A break-even analysis was also performed for our product, which showed a $10,000 fixed cost and a 50% profit margin. From the research we conducted, we found that our product needs to be anywhere between a $40 to $60 range. So we took the median at $50 and created a 50% profit margin. Using those numbers, we found that the product will break even at about 330 units. Anything above 330 units, we expect to create a profit for, and below that, we expect to not create a profit for. So overall, we found a good way to enter our product into the market successfully. Are there any questions?